What's up, y'all? It's your boy 30 Man. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, as always, I drop free sports picks every single day. We've been doing it going hard for about 3-4 months now. We're gonna keep it going, trying to grow the biggest sports bet community on YouTube. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the subscribe button for you, boy. Like the video. Let's get into the recap. 4-1 last night. Should have had the full sweep. The Grizzlies did not score 123. KD had a chance to send it to overtime, would have made it a super lot. But I'll take the 4-1 on the straight bets. I'll take the profit. It is what it is, man. The goal is to always win today. Of course, we love full sweeps. I straight bet. I know some of you guys parlay. If you're gonna parlay the picks, alternate them even more than I alternate them. But let's get into the picks for the day, man. I got 3 NBA bets and 2 college basketball bets. This is a small slate today. NBA bets a lot, not too much going on, but I like what we got, so let's get into them. First pick of the day: Arizona State versus Kansas State, college basketball. Right. So this is my thinking. I didn't exactly know where to go. A part of me wanted to take Kansas State -5, and a part of me wanted to take Arizona State like +8, +7, +8. And normally you would say 30, why not just leave this game alone if you couldn't decide? Well, I really like this game. I think this game, if I can get on the right side of it, it's going to be a sweat-free bet. So I'm not forcing the bet, but I'll bet on a game that I'm unsure about the spread, and I took the total in this case if I know it's going to be sweat-free. So I think it's going to be a back-and-forth game. I don't expect a shootout. I think it's going to be a great defensive game. I don't think it's going to be a lot of threes getting put up. So I'm taking Kansas State, Arizona State under 144. That's my first bet today, first college basketball bet. Kansas State, Arizona State under 144. I think it's going to be a playoff atmosphere, tough game. Neither team wants to lose, a back-and-forth game, slow and steady game. So after the first half, I pretty much know what a total is. I know if this is a good bet or not. So that's the first bet, Arizona State versus Kansas State under 144. Let's get into the next one. Next pick, last college basketball bet of the video. Sacred Heart -3.5 at home against Fairfield. I just don't see a scenario where Fairfield keeps it close. I think Sacred Heart is literally like 10 points favorites in my books. I don't know how they're only 2.5, 3-point favorites. It was like 4. I bumped it down, took a 3.5 before the game, so I think this could easily be up to 6 or 7. I just think that sometimes, man, and I don't know everything, but sometimes they put these these lackadaisical lines out there to try to trick you and confuse you. Like if you look at the numbers, if I'm gonna say they pride themselves on us being lazy bettors and researchers. They know we're not gonna go back and we're gonna look at some stats, maybe the last 3-4 games, but we're not gonna go back and look at the whole season. We're not gonna watch film. They pride themselves on that. So they're gonna give us a line that's 3.5, and some people might say, "Oh, let me take Fairfield +5," or no. They should. Bro, I don't even understand how this game is gonna be that close. I think they win this game by 10 points. Honest to God, I wouldn't be shocked if they up 15 at some point in this game. So give me Sacred Heart -3.5 against Fairfield. I just don't think they have enough to compete with Sacred Heart. Not if they're playing the right way. Their shots fall. They play defense. They force turnovers. Their turnover margin is great. I just don't see how Fairfield keeps it close. So that's the second bet of the day. Sacred Heart -3.5 against Fairfield. Let's get into the NBA stuff. NBA bet. Clippers and Pelicans, right? Give me Zubac on the 32.5 points and rebounds, right? So I know Zubac has been playing great this last month. Let's say last 2 or 3 weeks of basketball. He's been playing really, really good. But the Clippers have been beat up. They've been broken. They've been hurt. You know what I'm saying? They've been all over the place. Norman Powell still isn't back. I don't know if he plays tonight. He could. He might not. But he probably won't. But he's been playing great because he's been getting a lot of shot attempts. But I don't think this is his type of matchup. They're not going to be going to him on a pick and roll against New Orleans. They're just not against New Orleans. Kawhi's playing better. He's more aggressive. He's getting more shots up. And James Harden has woke up. End of the season, I don't know what's going on. Fat boy James Harden, the beard has been showing that he's been playing great. But I just don't think he'll get a couple alley-oops and a couple assists from Harden to dunk the ball. But for him to get 32.5 points and rebounds, okay, he'll get what? Let's say, well, he'll get what? Even if on the high end, he get 15 rebounds. He's not getting 17 points. This is not his matchup. On top of all that, they're 8-point favorites against the Pelicans. They could blow the Pelicans out. So that's another thing too. Like, it's not a favorable matchup. It's blowout potential. And I understand that even though a guy's been playing good, see, I used to be scared to take, when I used to parlay all the time, I used to be scared to say, oh man, this guy been playing good. He ain't gonna have a bad game. You be so scared to bet against him, he go out there and wet the bed. So a lot of people gonna be taking Zubac on the over. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of bets out there on Zubac on the over on whatever category, but I just don't think this is his matchup. The blowout potential is the biggest thing. They could blow out the Pelicans, and he could not play literally in the fourth quarter. So give me Zubac under 32.5 points and rebounds. Let's get into the next one. NBA prop, right? We got DeAndre Hunter. First of all, we got Nets and Cavs, DeAndre Hunter, over 1.5 threes. Last time we did this prop, Shea cashed 2 threes in the first quarter. I know DeAndre Hunter is not Shea. He's not better than Shea, but in this particular matchup, Cavs and Nets. Everybody thinks it's going to be a blowout. I think the Nets are actually going to fight and make it a decent close game. But I still think the Cavs will win. But I don't see a 30-point blowout. Maybe a 14-point lead, 14-point win, 16-point win, but not a 25-point lead. I just don't see it. So give me DeAndre Hunter over 1.5 threes made. I just think he's in a good spot. He plays defense. He's a 3-and-D guy. Catch and shoot. You telling me he's not going to have ample opportunities against one of the worst defensive teams in the league, in the Nets? He's going to have a bunch of opportunities. He just got to knock the shots down. So that's the next bet. DeAndre Hunter over 1.5 threes made. Let's get into the parlay. Little 3-man parlay, something simple. Odds plus 137. Double your money on most triplets. So we're going to go Wizards and Pistons. Give me Wizards plus 20, right? So Pistons been playing great. They're a way better team than they was last year. We know that. Cade Cunningham said we not that bad last year. They've been showing it this year. They've been playing great ball. But they're still young and inexperienced. They chuck up a lot of threes. They get up on the lead, and they always let the lead down. They always let the team come back. Even though they close a lot of games, they lose a lot of the lead. So give me Wizards plus 20. It's going to be a fast-paced, high-scoring game. So I don't think that the Pistons are going to win by 20 points. I know the Wizards suck, but I just don't see them. I think Chris Middleton might even play tonight. I just don't see a scenario where the Wizards lose by 20. I know that's crazy to say. In most cases, you don't say that. But the Pistons are great, but they're still young and experienced. So that's the first leg. Wizards plus 20. Okay. Now the next two are in the same game. Cavs and Nets, right? I took the over 223, right? So I was going to take the over on a straight bet, like over 225 or whatever, but I didn't want to put that on a straight bet side because we've been doing okay. We've been doing really good with the props and the spreads without the totals. But I really think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think they end up scoring like 235 combined, honestly. Like I said, I think the Nets are going to play a tough game. I don't see them getting blew out, but I do think the Cavs are going to win. So I think the Nets are going to keep up. They're going to be lights-out shooting. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Cleveland gets a lot of threes up at home. They play great defense, but it's going to be a fast-paced game in my opinion. So Wizards plus 20. Cavs and Nets over 223. And you see I added Cavs money line. They're like minus 1,000. I added that just because Hard Rock, they give you the same game parlay boost, 30%. So I added that just to add it to boost it up a little bit. But you can simply just take the over 223 and the Wizards plus 20 or something else you like to add. But I did that, the 3-leg, to get the extra boost. So that's the parlay for the day, man. I really love it. These the picks, man. Tell me what y'all love about these picks, man. I'm going to be honest. Today, I like to be as transparent as possible with y'all. Today, I really didn't like the games too much, man. Like I felt like I was trying so much to not force a pick. I had to like try to be very strategic, and I hope I didn't have a situation where I was over too smart. We have a bad losing day. I want to win today. I like these picks, but the slate was kind of weird. They only like 4 or 5 games on the NBA side. The college was weird, and I didn't even like anything on the hockey side because y'all know I'll throw a hockey bet in there to kind of give us some breathing room, but I didn't like anything on that either. But we're going to bounce back and do what we got to do. We're going to rock out what we got. We only can bet the games that we got for the day. So let's lock them in, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to catch y'all in the comments, man. 30 out.